Hi, hello, welcome to the DigiBox and Craltech webinar. We're just kicking off. We're going to allow a few minutes for people to join. Quite a few people coming on there. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Hello, Christoph. Hello, John. Who else have we got here? Hello, Sarah. Hello, Rowan, Renee, Philip. Thank you for joining us. We'll just take a few moments as people come online. Hello, Daniel, live from Cambridge. We have people from all over Europe joining us today, so welcome everybody. Hope it's sunny where you are. The UK right now, it's stopped raining for the first time in what feels like several months, and we've seen a strange yellow ball in the sky. Can't remember what that's called, but it does feel quite nice out there. Okay. Right. I think here we have everybody. Thank you. Well, look, thank you so much for joining and welcome to the DigiBox and Craltech webinar. It's our introduction to a new partner. I'm Mark Risby. I'm the MD at DigiBox, and I'm here in Harpenden. And I'm going to introduce Laura in a minute, the CEO from Craltech, who's coming from Barcelona, which is not Barcelona, but it's near Barcelona. Things I've learned recently. So I'm not going to do too much introduction here, but Craltech we've been working with for a short period of time now. And it's really great to be working with a European company that makes things, designs things, builds things. It's somewhat unusual these days, and it's great to be working with such a dedicated group of people who really care about what they do. So it's unusual for me not to speak for long. So I'm going to let Laura introduce themselves. I'm going to come back at the end and loop the webinar together. A couple of housekeeping things. We are recording this. So this will be available on demand later on if you'd like to share it with any colleagues or watch it again. We've got a really mixed audience here. So we're not going to be talking too much about pricing, other than the tremendous value of the Craltech products. But please, if you're a dealer, the pricing will be in your dealer portal, or if not, please speak to the account manager wherever you are, and we will get you pricing in your currency wherever you are. We're going to be using the Q&A window, which is somewhere around there for most of you. That's the Q&A window, not the chat window. They do look very similar, but if you could use the Q&A window, if we can answer a question whilst we're going along, we will do that. And I will stop things and bring it into the conversation. If not, we'll take them all at the end and I'll loop them up and we'll answer questions at that point. If we can get your answers, we'll obviously give you them straight away then, or we'll come back to you with more detail afterwards. That's about it for me right now. So hopefully I'm going to switch over to Laura, who can say hello. Let me give that a go. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning. Hello to everybody to join us this morning into this webinar. Thanks to DigiBox to give us the opportunity to present and to show to you our products and to organize all that webinar. And thanks to you for being here to join us. And now we are going to present a little bit what we are doing here in Craltech, and we are going to present you our range of products. We are talking in this presentation about 5 lines of products that we are designing and manufacturing here in Craltech. We are going to talk about our Pluma monitors, professional SDI monitors that supports up to 12G signals. Then we are going to talk or explain our 4K Craft multiviewers that are an hybrid multiviewer that can be integrated in a lot of applications. Then we are going to explain a little bit more about our small Colibri Quad KVM product. We are going to talk too about our powerful all-in-one video processor called ScreenBridge. And the last one, we are going to talk about our small device that we call Break. It's a mini Quad-Split device. So, but before going through the products, let's talk a little bit about who we are and how we like to do the things here in Craltech. We have been more than 20 years developing equipment and broadcast equipment for Pro AV applications. We manufacture and design everything here in Barcelona in our offices and our factory. We have solid experience developing this kind of products, and we try to adapt to new technologies always. So we always keep in mind all the innovations that we can see on the market. All the quality process is fully controlled from our company. So we have suppliers near from us that help us to produce everything, but we have full control of what we are doing. So all the technical support that we offer to our customers comes from our factory. So it's possible to talk directly with our engineers to talk about any kind of installation or to give technical support during the setup. So no problem in give you all that kind of support. In Craltech, we are really concerned about the environment. So nowadays, it's a really interesting matter. So we always try to do our best to help on that kind of projects. So we try always to design products that keep in mind the environment. So that is the reason that we try always to design modular equipments that can fit in any kind of installations and that have a long life, in order that the users can keep it for a long term working and they can reuse it in different kinds of applications. We try to use always the minimum components necessary to make the product or the function of the product that is needed. So we do not like to add extra plastic buttons or plastic keyboards to our products. That is the reason that we try that our software be really easy to use in order that can make the interaction between the user and the product in the easy way possible and affecting the less possible to the environment. So we try always, or we have in mind always this kind of, so we try to repair, reuse, update, and give the maximum life to our products. In the core of our products, we have an FPGA. So that is the heart of our products. In the same way, environmentally, it's interesting to not adding too much components inside our boards. So that is the reason that we use an FPGA to run all the image processing adjustments that are done in the product. So we can say that our products are absolutely hardware-based. So they are quick and reliable. They are easy to customize, so it's easy for us to adapt to the customers, to our needs, because we have full control of all the image processing that is done in our products. We have our own scaling engines, so we are working in 12 and 10-bit. So we are talking about high quality image processing engines, and we have all kinds of proprietary image adjustments that are done too in the FPGAs and are made from our company. So we have our own algorithms for the image processing. So we can say that the core or the heart of our products is hardware, and it's made with an FPGA. So now we are going to start with our Pluma monitors. So we are talking about high quality production monitors that supports up to 12G SDI signals. All of them had a quad-split feature inside. And we have two main lines, the high brightness monitors and the standard monitors. Here we have a little image that shows, it's a really interesting image, this one here, because it shows all our range of monitors. So we can divide our line of monitors in 3 lines. We are talking about, that line depends on the brightness, on the kind of input that they can support, and the panel that is mounted inside. So first of all, we are going to talk about our 4K monitors. When we talk about 4K monitors in our range, we are talking about 4K panels. So we integrate inside a 4K panel. All these monitors has 12G inputs, SDI and HDMI inputs. That monitor integrates an SFP slot. So it's possible to display in them optical fiber inputs or IP inputs too. And we have three references on that range of monitors. We have a 27 and two 32 inches monitors, both of them with different kind of brightness. Then we have the 12G ready monitors. We call them ready because we are not talking here about, we are not integrating here a 4K panel. So we are integrating a full HD panel, but it's possible to display 12G signals. So the boards inside the monitor are absolutely the same as the ones that we are using in our 4K monitors. So they have 12G SDI input, 3G SDI input, the SFP slot for optical fiber or IP. And we have monitors from different sizes and different levels of brightness on that range of monitors. And we start at 18.5 up to 24 inches and from 400 candelas up to 1,500 candelas. The last line that we have in our range of monitors are the 3G monitors. So here we have monitors that supports up to 3G signals. The panels mounted inside, all of them are full HD panels. And we have monitors from 18.5 up to 24 inches. The panels are absolutely the same that we are using in the 12G references. So we have panels from 400 candelas up to 1,500 candelas. So in this image, it's really easy to see the range of monitors on all the references that we have at the moment, ones with 4K panels, with full HD, 4K, 12G, and 3G. So it makes it easy to understand a little bit our range of monitors. All our monitors integrate a quad-split feature. So we have two connectors on the main board of that monitor, the two BNC connectors that can be configured as inputs or as active loop-through of the main 3G signals. So it's really easy to adapt to any of the installations that nowadays we can find in the broadcasting or Pro AV market. Our range of 3G monitors can be upgraded to 12G. So it's possible to, all the chassis is ready to add an extra board, the 12G extra board, and upgrade them to 12G if it's needed. And all these monitors have all the professional features and stuff that professional monitors for broadcasting has to have. For example, they have all kinds of scopes, audio level meters, UMDs, tallies, markers, focus assist, false colors, zebra picking, ATC. So they have all the features that you can find in all broadcasting monitors, and really important. So the design, as we have said, we always try that these monitors be future-proof. So we design everything that can be compatible in the future. So that is the reason that we make them flexible. So it's possible to add the 12G board if it's needed at some point in the 3G range of monitors. I think that by the monitors, everything, important too. We calibrate all our monitors from factory. We are using Light Illusion software for that purpose. So all of them leave our factory absolutely calibrated. We are implementing 3D lookup tables that are compatible or can reproduce accurately all the gamuts that we can find in the broadcasting market. So, and they implement two DIT look tables, so the users can upload custom 3D lookup tables, and all these image processing, or all the, not the image processing, but the loop tables are get from Light Illusion software. So we are compatible with, absolutely with them. Well, we have here in our demo room, we have some of our monitors. We have a 27 and a 23.5 monitor. So now we are going to talk about another of our product. Our second product that we have going to present is our 4K Craft multiviewer. So we have redesigned this product during last year. So we have been selling this line of multiviewer during last 5 years. But last year we have redesigned everything. We have added a new FPGA inside that it's more powerful. So we are talking about an hybrid multiviewer. So it's possible to display 12G SDI signals, 3G SDI signals, and HDMI signals. It's possible to have 16 or 8 inputs per unit. And we have, these multiviewers has all professional features like markers, counters, clocks, audio level meters, ATC, TCL, what else? So more or less, you can select, you have absolutely free layout design. So in the software, we offer some presets to make it easier for the installation or the user to set it up. But the layout is completely free. So it's possible to resize any of the windows of the multiviewers, and all the inputs are synchronized. It doesn't matter the frequency or the frame rate or the resolution, or if it's 12G or HDMI, everything is synchronized and displayed on screen in the way that the user wants to be displayed. We can mix the signals, and we have 3 versions of that multiviewers, depending on the numbers of SDI outputs that we have. All of them have the 4K HDMI output, but we have 3 different versions. We have the one version with the 4K output and 1 SDI output, the duo version with the 4K HDMI output and 2 SDI's outputs, and the Quattro version with the 4K HDMI output and 4 SDI outputs. So that depends a little bit on the installation. So it can fit to different kind of installations and budgets. Another interesting point of this multiviewer that are really powerful is that if the installation needs of more inputs, it's possible to add or cascade them. So it's possible to cascade 4 units and afford up to 64 inputs. It doesn't matter if they are SDI or HDMI. So everything will be synchronized and displayed on a screen. And an interesting point of that cascade is that we are not adding more delay in the cascade. So all the inputs will have less than 1 frame delay at the moment that are displayed. So it's an interesting feature. So it makes it really, really powerful and really future-proof. So you can start with a small installation, but you can go upgrading. An interesting point too is that we have now 12G input. So we have been selling this product during the last 5 years with 3G inputs, SDI and HDMI. And last month we have launched the 12G inputs. So all the 4 graphs that we have sold during last years are absolutely compatible with these 12 SDI inputs. So we always try to that all the products that are designed here are future-proof. So we are always moving to the future. What else? Well, yes, as we always are listening, some of the installations where we're using our 4K multiviewers, as they were displaying HDMI signals, they asked us not only to display, they wanted to control them. So that is the reason that last years we have started to design and develop KVM systems. So now we are going to start with a small device that is really easy to use, is super easy to use and super powerful, because we are talking about a small device. It's the one that I have here. So it's a really small box. And we have in that device 4 HDMI inputs and KVM. So it's really easy to use. Not too much to explain here because we do not have software. We are going to have it, but it's a product that is just plug and play. So you only have to connect the 4 HDMI inputs, the 4 USB cables that goes to your PCs, and the equipment or the device will display the quad-split view of these 4 devices, and you can surf between all the sources. And with a double click, you are going to select one of the inputs and you get full control of the signal that you are making at zoom. If you don't want to make a zoom, you can make only 1 click. So if you want to return to the quad, a double click in the left, in the right button. So it's really easy to move around and get full control of all the PCs that you have in your installation. If it's so powerful because it's possible to connect more than one unit. So when we designed it, we wanted to make it easier, but we wanted to make it powerful too. So it's just plug and play, but you can connect one than more unit. So if you here at our offices, we always have this demo because it's nice to see. So it's possible to connect 2 units, for example, and get 8 inputs and go surfing between the 8 inputs, and you can select any of them. If you need more inputs to be controlled, you can add another unit. You only have to connect 2 cables that we have here in the USB connectors, and everything is connected and they share the USB information. So it's possible to go adding up to unlimited units. So it's really easy to use. At the moment, we do not have software for that device, but we are going to do it. Another thing that we are doing at the moment is that we are making all our products compatible with the Stream Decks. As we have said, we do not like to add a lot of plastic keyboards in our products. The most part of installation does not need them, but at some point, some installation can have this kind of requirement. So there are companies that are doing this kind of stuff really good, better than us. We are not experts on making this kind of buttons, so we prefer to use the ones that we can find on the market. So we are doing compatible all our products with the Stream Deck keyboards that are absolutely free, configurable, really fun, fancy. So it's incredible.
Laura, we have a quick question here,
okay.
Which is, will the Colibri be 4K with SDI?
With SDI?
Yes.
No, the Colibri at the moment is 4K HDI, 4 HDMI inputs and 1 4K HDMI output. We are always talking about HDMI here.
Excellent, thank you.
Okay. So we have a bigger device. We have launched a bigger device too. We call it an all-in-one video processor, and we call it ScreenBridge. Here we have a device that is really powerful, can have up to 24 inputs and 24 outputs. It has 16 KVM connectors too, so it's possible to control or get the control of 16 PCs. Here we do not go surfing. We have a software to manage all that, because with 24 outputs at some point can be a little complicated to see where is the pointer. So we prefer to have a really easy to use drag and drop software. All that, keep in mind that this software, we can say that we only have one screenshot of that software, and you have there all the inputs, the presets and everything with the well designed. So it's really super easy to use. We call it all-in-one multiviewer because you can do a lot of things with it. So it works like a switcher. So any of the input can be switched to any of the outputs. It works like a matrix, is the same. So you have a lot of inputs and you can decide where do you want to route it. It works like a KVM because you not only route it, so you can route it or visualize it where you want it, and you can control it. So you get the control. If you have PCs, you have your mouse and you can control it. So everything is centralized. You can control up to 24 PCs with only one mouse and one keyboard. We have a multi-view feature, so it's possible to display up to 16 of the inputs in one of the outputs. And we have the video wall feature too, so it's possible to display one of the inputs spare between some of the outputs. So at the end, you have a video processor with a lot of inputs, a matrix inside, and you can decide where do you want to route it and how do you want to do it and control it. Yes, well, we have here a little bit. Yes, we have our demo room. Our demo room is always working, so we have this setup always mounted. Here we have our ScreenBridge that is displayed on data screens here, our Colibri that we have 2 units that are connected in these 2 monitors here. We have monitors, and we have our 4K craft and multiviewer on that part of our setup. So this setup is always running. So we are today making like a quick presentation to have an idea of our products. But if you need more information, our demo room is always open to go in deep in our products and surf a little bit between them. So I think that the ScreenBridge is more or less everything explained. So it's really powerful, really easy to use. At the moment, the ScreenBridge has HDMI inputs and HDMI outputs. The outputs we have for each board, we have a 4K output, but we do not want to enter too much deep on this webinar on such a technical questions. So it's only to have an idea about what we are doing here. But we are now working to implement inside the ScreenBridge SDI inputs, 3G and 12G SDI inputs. So it will be possible to get all the HDMI inputs and SDI inputs inside the processor, and then decide where do you want to display it in the wall that you have mounted in your van or control center or the project that you have requirements to set up.
So Lara, we have another question here. It's a ScreenBridge question. The question is there any latency for either plain routing or when using it as a multi-viewer?
We are talking always about less than 1 frame delay.
Brilliant. Excellent. Thank you.
If you always is the same, it doesn't matter if we are displaying a full screen or a multi-viewer. It's less than 1 frame delay.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I think that ScreenBridge, more or less everything. So the future is that it's interesting too, because as we have explained when we have started, we always try to make our products modular and flexible and future-proof. So we are always implementing new features. So our products are not closed. They are always evolving with new, so we are going to evaluate SFP inputs to IP. So we are always looking for new features for our products. We are sure that we are going to have 12G SDI inputs on this range of monitor or on this range of processors. And the last one of the family, and it was one of the first Quad-Splits that we have manufactured. So it's our small braid. Is this device here? And in fact, the board that we are using here is the same board that we are using here, adding the part of the KVM. So here we have a Quad-Split, a small Quad-Split device. We have 4 HDMI inputs and 1 4K HDMI output, and you have all professional features like audio level meters, markers, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a really easy to use device. It's really useful and powerful. So it's a small of the family. We have been selling this product during last maybe 5 or 6 years, and now we have redesigned it too. So we have redesigned all our range of products. As you must know, last years we have some problems to get our electronic components. So we have taken the decision to redesign everything and get more powerful FPGAs. So we have made a big effort to redesign all our range of products during the last 2 years and add new features. As we were redesigning everything, we understood that we have to add new features to all of them. And I think that, well, the software really important. As we have said, we do not like to add too much plastic in our products. We do not like to add buttons or keyboards that are not going to be used. So we prefer to deal with all the installation and the interaction of the user with the device using a software. So we have our own software. It's a web-based software. It's SNMP compatible and is made, let's see if I say it in a good way, Java, not DS. So it's like an open software. So it's free. We offer that software with all our products. And if you have engineers that knows about this kind of software language, they can adapt it too. We can adapt, of course, if you have any kind of requirements. We design this software and we program everything. So we have a really easy to use software where it's possible to control all our products from the same software. We try to keep it simple, but at some point, if you think that something can be improved, we will be really, really happy to try to do our best to adapt to anything that you need. So it's a web-based software, so it's possible to control any device from the Ethernet. So it's really useful and really easy to use. Another important thing, we do not like to have PCs in our products. So we are talking always about hardware-based products. We do not like to have PCs inside. So that is the reason that always the software needs to be installed in a PC and can be executed from any PC or tablet around the globe. We prefer to do it on that way. And well, the last thing to say more or less is inform a little bit about the markets that we are working at the moment. We are selling our products in broadcasting facilities, in banking, in design departments, control rooms, in corporate hospitality, events companies. So with this range of products can fit in a lot of markets. Nowadays, we understand that broadcasting and Pro AV are merging at some point. So I think that the last years, maybe they have been a little bit separated, but nowadays a lot of the technologies are merging. There is a lot of people from Pro AV that are going to broadcasting, and broadcasting is using Pro AV products, so they are merging. So that is the reason that our products are designed to fit in different kind of installations. And well, I think that is pretty all. So thanks for joining us. And thanks to DigiBox to give us the opportunity to explain our range of products. We will be delighted to answer your questions. Let's see if you, and thank you for everything.
Wonderful. Thank you, Lara. That's fantastic. I think we've answered the questions as we've gone on here. I do want to make a couple of points as we go. First of all, local support and the ability to speak to a technical person, or literally the person that wrote, designed, or built the product. It's been a while since we've been able to do that. It's fantastic working with a team that really, really understands their products. I've been out there, I've seen the factory, I've seen the way everything's put together, and you know, it's really, really well done, and it's done, you know, the right way. So, you know, I think we've all worked with monitor vendors and LED vendors that are based in the Far East, or at least have to go back to the Far East to do anything. It's a real amazing thing to work with Europeans in our time zone, you know, who understand calibration and who understand the issues that we have. So yeah, that's been amazing. Monitor wise, you know, you can't see anything here. We've got demo gear. We want to give you demo gear. Look with your own eyes, try with your own signals, have a play. In fact, we've got demo gear of everything that we've been talking about today. So please hit us up at DigiBox, your account manager, or via the ever route to market that you have, and we'll get you some units to play with. You know, seeing is believing, and they do look great. There are lots of little things. You know, all of the products now are made of aluminium, and it sounds like a really small thing, but if you have a lot of monitors on a truck or a lot of converters, you know, it adds up. And what we're seeing now is our customers looking at their eco credentials, trying to save fuel, trying to save energy, and not shipping around heavy stuff is one way you can do that, you know, in a better way. And people do really care when they see the products. You also get that feeling when you pick up some of the smaller products. You can really feel you know, that lightweight intent on there. And the Calibri's been a real favorite, you know, of ours and the customers we've shown to start with. It's an amazing little box that can do so much, and seeing is believing. So please have a look. So as I said before, the price lists are available in your dealer portal, or please come back to your account manager and we'll get you some more detail. All that remains is me to say thank you to the team in Barcelona. Thank you, Lara and Anna.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone this side. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we shall see you soon. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Mark.
Bye-bye.
Bye.